A riff? A riff is kind of a joke or a remark that's based on something that's going on somewhere else or on a screen. Most jokes are a straight line between a comic and an audience. A riff is a triangle. It's between the person riffing, the screen, and the audience. See?
Very cool.
Put that on the DVD.
And lay it on them.
It's ultimately pretty self-explanatory what we're doing. You know, you're seeing the movie and you're hearing us talking. You get it very quickly. And then you decide if you like it.
Oh, it was great.
It was wonderful. It was everything we hoped it would be and more.
Comedy.
The cheesy movies and riffing.
Laughing.
And the other thing is being with others. That's always the thing. Because if they don't like being with others, they shouldn't be at Cinematic Titanic Live. They wouldn't like it.
With the live experience and everybody laughing and everything, this was 100 times better. This was so much cooler than just watching it at home.
It's much more exciting live, you know. It's awesome to be right there in the same room. It's like you're in the living room with them and they're just your buddies and you're hanging out watching a bad movie together. It's a lot of fun.
The audience makes it really worthwhile because they laugh like crazy, and that's all I live for, is to make strangers laugh, because my life otherwise is very empty and shallow.
I like to be between the customer and the product.
That's my kind of sandwich.
I just love making fun of movies because there's so many horrible, terrible movies out there that just need to be made fun of. And these people do it professionally.
Big screen, really nice projectors, and then we're there.
And bad movies.
Bad movies, which is what they come to see.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a bad movie.
And then the funniest people, who are the most gracious and graceful, us.
Us.
Who are super.
We're super gals.
We're super
and guys.
gals.
Do you actually like these movies?
I don't like them in the sense that I like the movies that I love, like Citizen Kane or Singing in the Rain or something like that. They're not great. They don't affect me the way a great movie affects me, but I do enjoy them on their own terms.
I end up really disliking the movies, but liking what they've done for us. Much like Policemen.
Sometimes there's a monster with a zipper, which is always, that's one of my favorite things, is when the costume is clearly manufactured and very non-threatening.
Yeah, like the movie Tomorrow Night is a really bad monster.
Yeah, I love that monster.
I mean, it's kind of like the Michelin Man if he got in a car accident. A fiery car crash.
But I like the tree. I like the killer tree.
There's
I
some trees.
loved the killer tree.
There's actually some moments in there that I think are kind of have real true panic in them.
Yeah.
Like something was wrong that they're not telling you, but they filmed it anyway. Like someone was really in danger and they just go, let it roll. This is good.
It's okay, we've got
They're not acting
insurance.
now. They're really truly afraid.
There has to be a certain earnestness to the film, because if the filmmakers are sort of winking, then it's no fun to make fun, you know. Then it's just a joke on a joke, and we don't roll that way.
Plenty of bad acting, always good. Scene stealing, scenery chewing, bad scenery. Bad monsters, if there's a call for that.
But earnest badness.
Yes, people, I'm fascinated by these people who have put so much energy into making these things, because they're not easy to do. And my hat is off to everyone who picks up a camera. Some of them should...
Except for you.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to him.
Joe.
Okay, why so?
I don't know, he's just like, I don't know, I've always loved him. He's kind of always sleepy and bored with everything, and he's just adorable. And I'm a Trice girl.
Okay.
Love Trice.
The second Frank walked out on the stage, I felt this like warmth in my heart.
Mary Jo, because she's a funny lady.
She is. Okay. And you?
I love Josh and Joel.
Okay, what do you think about Frank Conniff?
I'd rather...
Frank
Not
is
go
a
into it.
piece of work. No, the thing about Frank, I think, that we've kind of learned about him this last year and a half since we started working together is he's kind of the most remembered character
Yeah.
from Mystery Science Theater. Like, when we're somewhere, none of us get recognized on the street, but Frank does. And then they cue off Frank and start to recognize the
Yeah.
rest of us.
One of the best things about writing with Frank is that he laughs. He laughs out loud. He laughs hard. He laughs often, and that is just a wonderful thing when you're trying to write jokes, to have that energy in the room. Because so many joke writers are like, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good joke. Should we use that? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's he's doing the impression of me because I never laugh.
The other thing was, I got interviewed by a big gay online website, and they said Frank's a gay icon, which really shocked me.
Luck?
I
How did he
know.
get to be a gay icon?
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like, it just happens.
How
It's like winning
thrilling.
the lottery.
Right.
So,
Oh, I think Frank is hilarious, and his store of movie knowledge, and I think general pop culture, is astonishing. He's our own personal Google.
yeah.
Frank's a very, very solid hitter on riffing. He knows everything about show business there is. So he's a very he's anchor. He's a cornerstone.
So are you slipping in trivia questions between riffs on your side over there?
Yeah, you say, hey, look at that guy. You know what else he was in? They go, Frank, you got a line coming up.
Joel Hodgson is an incredibly important person in the span of my life. He's the one that hired me to be on Mystery Science Theater, and he brought me into Cinematic Titanic, and I've just been able to feed off of his brilliance for a long time.
And Joel, Joel's the guy who thought that puppets should mock movies. So you gotta love him for that, as well as all of his genius artistry affectations.
You know what? I'll tell you what. When Joel was on Mystery Science Theater, we barely worked together because he was there less than a year, overlapping the time that I was there, and it was a kind of a fraught year. So I didn't really feel like I had a close working relationship with him.
You're saying I was a dick.
No, not at all. I feel like I've been really lucky to have this opportunity because I think he's tremendously funny, he's tremendously smart, and I mean this in a really good way, Joel. You challenge me to do better and be more analytical and smarter about what I do, and I really have appreciated that. I've loved that.
I thought you were smarter than me. See, yeah, she is.
Public adores Mary Jo Peel, so we're totally just feeding off of her popularity, to an extent. Just we all feed off each other's popularity, but she has her own very devoted following.
Mary Jo's also an infectious laugher.
Mary Jo is a great,
explosive.
yes.
Yeah.
Mary Jo has a great laugh and is really fun to hang with in all aspects because of that. Is that she's fun and like you said, an explosive laughter, and she's incredibly gullible, which makes life fun as well. You can tell Mary Jo anything with a straight face, and her first instinct is to believe you.
Mary Jo is, I would say what my mom would say about women like her, still waters run deep.
Oh.
And I think that Mary Jo, she brings, she's very literate, number one, but can go black as pitch as far as her attitude goes. Let's see what else. Wicked funny on the page, not in the room. Like you wouldn't get her to be funny if she was on camera, but when you get the script, it's like some really good stuff there. But as you can see, it's like
Yeah.
nothing. This kid's named after you.
Yes, we've been. How you doing, Trace?
You gotta get this on film.
How do you pronounce your name?
Named after you.
Trace? Turn around. Turn around. Well, that way works too.
Hug the camera.
Just tell them what your name is.
My name's Trace.
And my name is Trace. Doesn't that work out nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to go find a lawyer now.
Trace doesn't really want you to know him or any of us to know
He's an
him.
enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a pastry.
I mean, he's super funny. He's as funny as he wants to be pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like turning the knob. You know, if he likes you, he'll really get funny, and otherwise, if he seems kind of cool to you, he doesn't like you, unfortunately. So if you get that,
So, word to the wise.
we're just telling you.
When I watch the old tapes of us together as Dr. Forrester and TV's Frank, it really makes me laugh, and we were really, he has the same kind of appreciation that I have of like very kind of old kind of comedy shtick, you know, very broad. Stuff that we grew up on, and we tried to emulate that in a way that wasn't even that conscious. We weren't that conscious about it. We were just kind of, you know, there were never any big discussions about who is Dr. Forrester, who is TV's Frank. You know, we just jumped in and did it, and it really worked, and it was always a very comfortable situation to work with him on the set and to be in scenes with him. It was one of the most effortless things that I've ever been a part of.
When you're pitching a joke to Trace then, or just sharing a joke, right? If he's not laughing, how do you know if it's funny or not?
I just steamroll him. I don't wait. I just steamroll him because he won't. If he objects to something, he won't hear about it for weeks.
And what if
Then
he's
I'll write him a letter. Dear Josh, several weeks ago. All right, a year ago.
Well, for me, it's very. I mean, Trace is of the group. Trace is the person I've spent by far the most time with, both because we worked together and because we've hung out so much as friends in Los Angeles when he lived there. So that's, you know, working and hanging with Trace has become very second nature and very much a pleasure for me.
And thank you. And I consider Josh to be a brother, you know, that simple.
That was a nice
And
way
I
to
can't
say
give
it.
it up that often because then, you know, it wouldn't be special.
We never got to work together. Myself and Jay Elvis did not work on Mystery. We worked together as comedians back in those days, but this is our first experience as comedy writers and performers working together, and I must say it's a great experience, and I have deep admiration for Mr. Weinstein's talent as a writer and as a performer. It's been pretty great working with that young man. He's still a young man compared to me. No matter how old he gets, he's always a young man compared to me.
He can write jokes to specific situations like nobody I've ever seen. He just has this well that he can pull jokes out of that are specific to the situation, where I feel in some scenarios of riffing, I'm much more of a generalist. Like sometimes I go down the path of, oh, look at that guy. And Josh can be really specific. He can just pull it. Yeah, he's just really good at constructing.
It's like spot welding. He can let
Yes.
there's
Thank you,
spot
Josh.
here. There's a spot here. We can't think of anything.
Yeah.
There you go. See you later. Call me if you need me.
Ma'am.
There were so many good lines.
Since we walked out, she was going, what was that line? It was so funny.
There's a ton of material. There's usually like 600 riffs per movie, which is a ton, I think.
Yeah, it's a good
I mean,
value.
we could do 300 and I think they'd be satisfied.
Well, it's a good show value, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's a good humor value.
You can never really predict what is going to be the big joke and what is not going to be so big. We have certain lines in our movies that when we wrote them and left them in the script, we're like, oh, that's an okay line, I guess. We'll keep that in until hopefully we'll think of something better. And then you do it live and it gets a gigantic laugh. And then there are other ones that you think are going to be great, and then they don't get much. I do a lot of those jokes where I think they're going to be killer, and then I do them. And there was one joke in Doomsday Machine that I literally could never say because it made me laugh so much. And then we did the show at the John Anson Ford Theater, and I finally got the joke out perfect. I said it perfectly, and it got no response whatsoever.
Would you ever see a point where you do DVD commentary on your comments? Like for a super meta Pomo cinematic experience?
If you could add one more sort of hipster adjective to that, if it was meta pomo, then maybe we'd do it.
Really?
Yeah, but just meta pomo,
No.
We should be at like community colleges in their multi-purpose rooms, but instead we're in these beautiful theaters. Usually they're restored. This is like a performing arts center.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Do you see what you're doing, sitting on stage, talking back to the screen, as kind of the same artistic level as, like, I just heard about this morning, Alvin Ailey Dance Company? How's that work?
No.
No, it's really not.
Alvin Ailey,
Yeah, Alvin Ailey Dance Company.
they practice their craft for years and years. I mean, their bodies are like sinew, every muscle honed and tightened over performance after performance. We read off of scripts.
We're big fat gooey people who read on stage.
Yeah.
It's absolutely flattering and just touching that people care that much, you know. And I don't, and certainly, you know, even though, you know, we make fun of what we do or minimize it, it's like, I mean, they're the ones who give it any gravitas to what we do is because of the fans and their devotion to it, not because of what we're bringing to the table, you know.
They've kept us alive so long that it's so much fun to talk to them when they come to the shows.
I always call him man. That's how I start. I approach him and go, "Hey, man." And that immediately makes them feel warm towards me and they know I'm cool. That's the first thing. Then that catches them off guard and they go, "What?" And I go, "Do you like having fun? Do you like being with others? Do you like rock music? Well, maybe you'd enjoy Cinematic Titanic live." Except for the rock music part, we don't have that.